Master Plo Koon was a formidable Jedi, strong in the Force, and incredibly clever. He was one of the most visually striking members of the Jedi Council. Plo Koon was recognized for his compassion and kindness despite his scary orange alien face, protective mask, and goggles. Many renowned Jedi, including Obi-Wan Kenobi, Ahsoka Tano, and Mace Windu, were close friends of Master Plo. Although Plo Koon appears in all 3 prequel films and the Clone Wars TV program, there is still much to discover about this Keldor Jedi. Stay tight as we go through 10 interesting facts about Plo Koon. Number 1. Homeworld. Plo Koon, like all other Keldor, came originally from the planet Doran, which was located in a far distance. This rudimentary world was located in the expansion region and was characterized by its dry, dusty surface and atmosphere composed of helium and Doran gas. This gaseous environment proved harmful to those from other worlds, but it was crucial for the survival of the native inhabitants. Doran was a significant importer of technology due to its location on multiple trade routes, including the Doran Run, the Selenon Spur, and the Namadii Corridor. This allowed the city to study and incorporate a wide variety of scientific disciplines from all over the Republic. The Keldor of Doran was regarded as a vital component of the Republic due to its reputation for swiftly rescuing other star systems when needed. Even further, the Chancellor permitted the senators hailing from Doran to fill a few of the chambers of the Senate with gas from their home planet so that they may relax in the environment most familiar to them. Number 2. Protective gear. While Doran gas is necessary for Keldor's survival, it is scarce outside of the planet Doran and harmful to most other life forms. To make matters worse, oxygen, the galaxy's most prevalent atmospheric gas, is deadly to Keldor, killing them in minutes by scorching their lungs and evaporating their highly liquid eyeballs. This prompted Keldor to wear protective masks and goggles while entering atmospheres other than their homeworld's unique blend of Doran gas and helium. While these defensive devices appeared to be heavy, they also permitted Keldor to withstand the vacuum of space for a limited duration. Each protective gear was tailored to the wearer to ensure no poisonous oxygen leaked in, but it also paid homage to their Keldor ancestors. The Keldor masks were meticulously etched with symbols and runes identifying their Doran clan heritage and paying honor to their forefathers and family line. Number 3. Man of Science. Plo Koon's passion for science was one of his distinguishing characteristics among the Jedi. Like other Keldor, he was fascinated by technology, inventing, and tinkering, even going so far as to set up a laboratory in his Jedi Temple quarters. Before the Clone Wars, Master Koon roamed the galaxy in search of new or uncommon technologies. When Master Koon returned to the temple with his new acquisition, he would carefully examine it, evaluating how the Force may be utilized to enhance or improve it. These journeys provided a plethora of information about distant civilizations and societies and the nature of the Force. Master Plo Koon was highly recognized by his colleagues as one of the Jedi Council's smartest members and a trusted counselor and confidant of Mace Windu himself. Number 4. Jedi Lightning. The Sith's ability to focus their wrath through the dark side of the Force and summon strong Sith lightning at their opponents, wiping out all life in a matter of minutes, was one of their defining abilities. A Jedi, of course, would never utilize the Force in such an aggressive, dark, and nasty manner. A Jedi uses the Force for knowledge and defense, Master Yoda adds. That said, a quick and decisive offense is sometimes the best defense. The stories, now called legends, tell of a prohibited Force power taught only to Jedi strong and wise enough to manage it. Plo Koon was one of the few Jedi who had been taught this ability. This ability, known as Electric Judgment, permitted a Jedi to invoke their obligation to protect the rules of the Republic and pass judgment on an adversary. This lightning, which summoned green or orange lightning and incapacitated the wrongdoer, targeted the neurological system to temporarily paralyze an opponent, as opposed to Sith lightning, which intended to inflict as much agony and suffering as possible. Number 5. Talent Scout. Plo Koon was sent on a mission to the expansion region by the Jedi Temple at the time of the Battle of Naboo. Surely, the homeworld of Jedi Master Shakti and the Togruta species was given to him. Shirley was a serene and quiet world covered in broad and colorful meadows, with much Togruta farming on its surface and enjoying simple, happy lives. Other Togruta took advantage of the Hydian Way spaceport in Corvalla's capital and sought new worlds and opportunities. With Shirley located on such a vital commerce route as the Hydian Way, it's no surprise that Togruta were widely scattered throughout the galaxy, with some even becoming early members of the Jedi Order. Master Plo discovered a young Togruta who was strong in the Force while carrying out his duty on the planet. Ahsoka Tano. Her parents, realizing her potential, handed her up to Master Plo, who took her back to the Jedi Temple on Coruscant for training. Even after her apprenticeship with Anakin Skywalker ended and the Clone Wars began, Ahsoka and Plo remained close, with the young Togruta frequently contacting the older Kel Dor for advice and assistance. Number 6. PLO'S Bros. At the start of the Clone Wars, Master Koon joined most of the other Jedi in heading the Grand Army of the Republic, taking leadership of the 104th Attack Battalion. This squadron of clone troopers was dubbed the Wolf Pack after their commander, CC-3636, also known as Commander Wolf. This battalion took part in multiple critical Clone Wars actions, including 2 tours on Felucia and the rescue of hundreds of Togruta refugees sold into slavery during the Battle of Kadavo. This battalion thrived under Plo Koon's leadership because he was one of the most sympathetic Jedi to his clone troopers, viewing them as distinct life forms rather than units. The men under his command had enormous respect for their Jedi commander due to this treatment, Koon's calm and collected attitude, and his unyielding commitment in battle. This includes having his likeness painted on the side of their gunships with the Orbesh inscription PLO'S Bros. Number 7. Defeated the Trade Federation. Plo Koon was assigned leadership of the 442nd Siege Battalion, in addition to his soldiers in the Wolf Pack, in the closing days of the Clone Wars. This task team of clone troops, numbering roughly 3,000, was sent to seize Cato Nemoidia, the Nemoidian homeworld. Plo Koon and his forces began an aerial attack on the planet, hoping to take the Trade Federation homeworld and inflict a crushing blow to the CIS. Plo Koon led his forces to victory, seizing the planet and effectively eliminating the Trade Federation from the conflict by fighting over the planet's bridge cities and corrosive oceans. His victory, however, was short-lived, as Order 66 was issued just hours after the surrender of CIS forces on the planet. Clone Captain Jag received the signal from Darth Sidious while leading a fighter patrol above the capital city. Jag opened fire on his Jedi general without hesitation. Master Koon was caught off guard and was shot down, dying in the subsequent explosion. Number 8. SHOTO Saber. Although most lightsaber forms could be practiced with a single lightsaber, there were distinct versions of the traditional forms that required more specialized blades. These forms could only be practiced with multiple lightsabers. Plo Koon was a highly talented swordsman who mastered multiple forms, one of which was the Jarkai form, which was a form that was specifically designed for use in dueling. Jarkai required its practitioners to hold a regular blade in their dominant hand while holding a shorter SHOTO blade in their offhand, typically carried in a reverse grip. This form made it possible to maintain defense with either saber while simultaneously preparing the other for quick and potentially fatal counterattacks. Even though Plo Koon was never seen wielding a SHOTO and never carried one, he was still an accomplished swordsman with this form. He recommended using a SHOTO saber to young Ahsoka Tano, which assisted her in mastering Jarkai and becoming a formidable duelist in her own right. Number 9. Ace Pilot. Plo Koon was in a league of his own as a star pilot. Most Jedi were talented star pilots thanks to their connection to the Force, lightning-fast reflexes, and extensive levels of training. Nonetheless, Plo Koon was in a class with which very few others could compete. During the Clone Wars, Master Plo was considered to be among the strongest fighter pilots in the Order, with notable names like Anakin Skywalker and CC-10. He was frequently observed in the temple hangar, working hard on his Delta-7B Ether Sprite interceptor. His goal was to upgrade its systems and transform them into one of the most valuable assets in the Republic Navy. Plo Koon's ship was heavily updated and personalized, and he named it Blade of Doran in honor of his homeworld. During the conflict, many clone troopers were relieved to see the spacecraft, which Plo Koon christened in honor of Doran. During the Battle of Kadavo, Plo Koon was the pilot of the Blade of Doran. His mission was to cover the rescue ships as they approached the planet to free the Togruta prisoners. During the conflict, Plo Koon could neutralize the anti-aircraft cannons at the base nearly all by himself. This resulted in the preservation of many lives and made it possible for his flagship to approach the base at a distance, allowing all formerly enslaved people to be evacuated. Number 10. Secret Admirer. While the Jedi recognized Master Koon as one of the greatest swordsmen, his abilities drew the notice of those outside the Order. Darth Maul, a Sith fighter in Legends, set out to conquer and kill Plo Koon in a duel while undergoing intensive physical and mental training. This SABER assassin, captured from his Night Brother family on the planet Dathomir, was one of the galaxy's most physically powerful swordsmen at the time. Maul was preoccupied with becoming a weapon to murder the Jedi Order, honing his skills over countless missions for his master, Darth Sidious. Like countless Sith before him, Maul desired vengeance on the Jedi Order for nearly destroying the Sith Order during Darth Bane's reign. Darth Maul was anxious to put his talents to the test against the most formidable Jedi and viewed Kel Dor as the greatest fighter of the Jedi. Maul believed that his training would be incomplete unless he annihilated Koon. Their paths never crossed, and this epic lightsaber combat never took place. What are your thoughts on these facts? Are there other facts that are left out? Please let us know in the comment section below. Well, that marks the end of our video for today. We hope you enjoyed it. On your way out, make sure to hit that subscribe button. Thanks for watching.